Welcome, Siem Reap, Cambodia. Welcome back to the channel. I've been here for about 5 days now. I've been to Angkor Wat, which I have some footage on my camera that I'll download later. So I just kind of want to walk around and show you a little bit the area. I'm currently at the Palace Garden, here right outside the palace, like the center. Today's Saturday. Seems to be a lot of activity today. Not really crazy with tourism here, which is good. I like that. So I'm just going to walk around and show you a little bit of the area. Once again, I'm at the Palace Garden, Siem Reap, Cambodia, and there's beautiful flowers here. And I'll just turn the camera around and show you and walk a little bit, and then we'll walk and talk some more. Okay. Over there's the river, the bridge that crosses the river. So I haven't really been on that side of the river yet, but I have been to the night market and Pub Street and a few other places I'll do some video of before I leave. Today is my last day here. So this is the Palace Garden. Some beautiful flowers, a few statues. Over there is the pagoda that they're having some sort of event going on. It seems like every day there's a little something over there. We'll walk by there as well. So yeah, I've been spending 5 days here in Siem Reap. I'll go to Phnom Penh and spend 4 days there, and I'll bring you some footage from there as well. I've been to Angkor Wat. I really loved it. There's a few other things to do here, but I've been a little under the weather for the last day or two, day and a half, so I've been kind of confined in my hotel room. But now I'm getting back out today. I feel a little better, getting some energy and walking around, just show you some things. So once again, I'll turn the camera around and show you here at the Palace Garden, and we'll walk over to the pagoda and we'll see what's going on over there. Today's a busy day here in the square, I call it. Vendors are out, the locals are out. It's a beautiful little garden area. I mean, it's not up to the level of Japanese gardens, but it's still beautiful. Here's the pagoda. There's a lot of these beautiful pagodas, temples here in Cambodia. As you can tell, there's people coming to worship, pay their respects. I love Siem Reap. It's beautiful. It's mild. It's got a lot of charm. Yeah, so now we're going to walk over to a little park, a little portion of the park where they've got some vendors set up. That's where I bought this hat at a couple days ago. I may get a bottle of water because I'm still a little bit dehydrated from being under the weather. I want to show you over here to the right a peace mural. And what I mean by peace mural is that it's probably no secret that Thailand and Cambodia has been having some disputes over the border, right? Which has actually been involved in some military action. So the Cambodian people are putting things out for peace. They want peace. And I'm sure the Thais do as well. So we're going to walk over there to that. Mercedes, Ford. So this is the peace mural I was telling you about. They're saying they don't want war. You know, they've been evacuated from their borders because of the bombings from Thailand and Cambodia, both bombing each other. Stupid, crazy nonsense. But this is something that, from what I understand, I met an Australian guy here the other day, that the communities come together and put this out there about documenting what's going on and how they want peace and they don't want to be at war. If you know anything about the Cambodian history, you know that, like Vietnam, they've been unfortunately been colonized a lot, been taken over a lot, been bullied by other countries. And when I go to Phnom Penh, we'll go see the killing fields in the Civil War that happened between 75 and 80 there, with all the death and destruction. So I think they're pretty much over war and death and destruction, but for some reason political leaders keep thinking that's the way to go. So, but here's some displays. You can see how the people are evacuating from the border area because of the bombings. Once again, this goes back to politicians. Is what it all comes down to. The American president, the Malaysian prime minister with the first peace accord that didn't last very long. You know, so I don't know why they're obsessed with war, but it seems like it just happened. And you can see the airplane on top of the memorial. That's them depicting Thailand's Air Force bombing them. Get a little closer so you can see it a little bit better. I don't have a side in this at all, Thailand or Cambodia side. I'm neutral. I'm American. See the plane up there? That's depicting the Thai Air Force bombing the border areas. More of the mural. The kids get involved painting the local Khmers, the culture of the people here. I learned a lot about that. I learned a lot about the Khmer culture when I went to Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat was actually spectacular. I really enjoyed that. So now I'm just going to walk over here to a local vendor market and kind of just turn the camera around and show you a little bit about that as well. The locals are going about their day playing, the kids are playing, vendors are out. It's a Saturday here. The banks are closed on Saturday and Sunday here, much like in America, but in Thailand, not the case. They're open almost every day, I think. So it just shows you a little bit of difference in the culture, even though they were all the same country for a while under Siam. You'll see some beautiful lotus flowers here that haven't bloomed yet. Dragon fruit, lotus flowers. lotus flowers. Market. I'm good, thank you.
You want to stay?
Boy, that's some green slimy water in it. I wouldn't want to get in there. Pepper's a big thing here in Cambodia. They produce a lot of the world's pepper that's on the market today. Kompot, K-O-M-P-O-T, I think is the name of the area that the pepper is grown at. So black pepper is a big commodity here that they produce and grow. So one of the things I like about Cambodia is English is spoke a lot here. It's very common for the Khmer people to speak English. And I guess it goes back to when the French colonized them, just like in Vietnam. You know, Vietnam they speak good English, but once again I think it has to go back to the colonization where the French brought the English language and, you know, their cuisine. You have no trouble finding pastries and bakery stuff and bread because I guess once again it goes back to the French colonization where they brought their culture with them when they colonized. So I think that's actually, even the colonization wasn't a good thing for the country, but it actually has set some of these countries up ahead of those that haven't been colonized. Like Thailand, for example. Thailand has never been colonized, and they're behind on English. So it's harder to communicate in Thailand than it is in Cambodia and Vietnam, if that makes sense. Japan is probably the worst as far as non-English speaking. But anyway, that being said, that's just my take on everything. So I'll turn the camera around, we'll walk a little bit more. I'll show you the tuk-tuk that I ride on every day. So I took a tuk-tuk ride here from my hotel, $1. I've friended this one tuk-tuk driver, and me and him have a deal that I'm a good customer. He gives me his best rate. So I paid $1 for about 2 kilometer ride here this morning. In the morning he's gonna meet me at my hotel and take me to the bus station for me to go to Phnom Penh. So what the tuk-tuks look like here, as opposed to what they look like in Thailand, here they are. So yeah, pretty cool. I say I really like Siem Reap. I'm very content being here for long periods of time. My tourist visa only gives me 30 days, but it is extendable if I decided I wanted to. And I may consider that. I really fell in love with the peace that there is here. Very peaceful. Looks like a market going on over here. I haven't seen that before. We'll walk over there. Yeah, so the people have been very, very nice here, very welcoming, very friendly. I've always felt safe here in the 5 days that I've been here, no problems there. So yeah, so if you've got Cambodia on your radar, I would say come. You know, I can't wait to go to Phnom Penh, because Phnom Penh is a big city like Ho Chi Minh City and Bangkok. You know, where they got skyscrapers. They're not going to have high-rise buildings here because there's a law that says no building can be taller than the temple of Angkor Wat. That's about 130 feet, so about 5 stories is about as high. 5, maybe 6 stories, about as high as buildings can be built here. So we're going to walk across the street and hopefully don't get run over, and we'll take you to the market over here. Coffee shop. Hello, how are you? Another thing I like about here, they drive on the same side of the street like we drive on in America. Unlike Thailand, where they drive on the opposite side of the street like they do over in the UK. So yeah, there's a lot of positive things here about Siem Reap and Cambodia so far. My first impressions have been very positive. There's the river. That's the I don't remember the name of it. It's not the Mekong. I think they call it the Siem Reap River, which makes sense. Yeah, so this is the part I've not been to, so. So okay, I'm gonna just pretty much end it right here, but tourism has been down. The border dispute has not helped at all, especially with Cambodia. But that tourism is down is actually a plus for people who don't want to be around a bunch of tourists. So anyway, to summarize before I shut down here is if you're thinking about Cambodia Siem Reap, I highly recommend that you come here and visit. They use the local currency, US dollars, in addition to their currency. It's good English speaking. It's safe, relatively clean. The people are very nice. So there's a lot of positives here. I mean, a lot of positives. So if you're thinking about coming, come on. Angkor Wat is absolutely stunning. There's several temples inside that complex. I went to see that a couple days ago. I saw where Lara Croft Tomb Raider was filmed. I saw the Stegosaurus carving. It's just absolutely amazing here. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So anyway, I'm just going to stop somewhere and get me some water. I'm going to shut this down. Thank you for following along. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, like, and share, please. Please, we're trying to build a channel. You can also see me on TikTok, Scenic Traveler. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Always remember, life's short. Do what makes you happy. Peace out. Love you, mean it.